Hello, welcome back to the part two um, of this tutorial series. My name is Elombo Sinzilevu, and I would explain how to use this particular minor fixed asset template. At the end of this particular series, I will record another series on how to build the entire sheet, the entire template. Now, in the previous video, we looked at the general function of this minor fixed asset template. We also looked at some navigation buttons, how to navigate through sections and departments. In this video, we will cover how various sections under a department can request for various items within a specified category given, and how these submitted totals are collated under their respective departments. So now let's get started. Um, let's take I belong to the financial audit section of the CEO branch, and we know that the financial audit section is under the internal audit department. So in order to request for an MFA, all I have to do is to move to the department section here, click on the rectangle, a drop down button will appear. Click on the drop down button. Below will pop up various departments under the CEO branch. For the ones that I've designed for the finance branch, all sections, all departments under the finance branch will appear. But for the sake of this tutorial, we are just dealing with the CEO branch. Now, all the departments under the CEO branch will appear, and I'm going to select internal audits. So under internal audits, I go to the next box. That is, after selecting internal audit, I go to sections here and click on the box. After clicking on the box, I click on the drop down arrow. The drop down arrow pulls out all the various sections under the internal audit department, and all I have to do is to select my section. So I'm going to select financial audit for the sake of this tutorial. After selecting financial audit, all I do is to click on it, and then it sends me to this entire page of minor fixed assets. Now let's pay close attention to these bars here. You can see that they are blank. They are blank because no minor fixed asset has been requested. So how do we request for a minor fixed asset? Let's pay attention to the office furniture here, which normally the technical committee members of real estate development deal with. So under office furniture, I'm going to click, let's take, I need one swivel chair, executive chair. So I'm just going to click on one and then enter. Now I realize that nothing pops up, although the total shows here. Nothing pops up in this side. So what is happening here? What is wrong is that I have not checked that particular item. Now it is very important to check that particular item, and I'll explain why in videos yet to come. So when I check this automatically, that is when my item is recorded. Now this allows us to easily identify the various items that have been requested. So with just a quick glance, when anyone visits this particular page of the financial audit section, they can easily spot the various items that have been requested by the financial audit section under the internal audit department. So let's take, I go for, maybe I want 2 office chairs. I'm going to select that, I'm going to put in the quantity and then eventually check 2 office chairs before it is going to be recorded. Now you realize that because we have inputted certain quantities here and the total has been calculated, that figure automatically appears up here, and that is the essence of this dashboard, to make things easier and faster. When we scroll down here, we realize that the quantity of furniture that we've requested is showing up here. Now I realize that this light lemon green bar is also showing that some 2 items have been requested. And what are those items? It falls under vehicles. We'll go there. The vehicle is denoted by this lemon color. let me say lemon green color, sorry. Basically that is it. Now let's concentrate on this bars here. Let's concentrate on this bar. This bar chart, okay, gives us a chart of the various minor fixed assets that are available: office furniture, domestic equipment, etc. Now the deep blue color stands for the budget, and the green stands for the totals. Now our budget for each section is automatically linked to the department, and I'll show you. So when I go to the department, I click on internal audit and go to the department. Internal audits department. The budget that has been approved here is what has been linked to the financial audit section. Okay, and this is because budgets are allocated to the various departments and spread across sections. So that is why we are having the budgets on the internal audits department page. So if I make any changes to this, it is automatically going to affect whatever request that is made in that particular section. So we'll come back to this internal audits department and we'll view how things work. Let's go back to the financial audits section. So under the financial audit section, we can easily, with just a quick glance, we know that, oh, this person wants 2 office furniture, this person wants 2 swivel chairs, and for domestic, it is just, now when you denote, when you check without putting in any quantity, nothing will be recorded. So in as much as you check, you have to also put in the quantity of items that you want. So when you put it there, it is automatically going to record that down there. So you realize that it has recorded it has recorded domestic furniture for one quantity for domestic furniture, and that is what we are seeing here. So let's go to equipment. For equipment, I denoted it with a sea blue color. Let's take, I want one fridge, single door fridge. So I select, maybe I want maybe even 4, I don't know, for whatever reason. I guess for tutorial reason. You realize that automatically it reflects on the quantity, and it also shows in the bar chart here. Okay, now the budget for equipment and office and domestic furniture and office furniture, as well as air condition, is quite linked. That is why you realize that their bar charts are quite short. Okay, but in other words, because from what I learned, it's like it's the same thing, equipment, and then it's like one particular budget is allocated for them. So for this particular template, when I was designing it, I just allocated one particular budget for it. Now under air conditions, maybe I just want the split unit 1.5 HP air condition. I just want like 2 for my section. So it's automatically going to record there. And under, if you look at the bar chart here, you could see that the total is increasing. If I'm to increase this to, let me say, 12, it's automatically going to reflect there. So you realize that. So let's go to the computers. So let's take, I go for one notebook computer, and then maybe let's take for vehicles. You realize that before we even started with vehicles, items were already procured for it. That is because the data was already, I forgot to clear this particular data. Now for vehicles, I would like to end this video here. And continue in the next video, because I just don't want to make it too lengthy. The more lengthy it is, the more complicated it sounds. So for the sake of simplicity, I'll end this video here and continue in the part 3 of this series. Thank you very much for your time.